The funniest political moment caught on video yesterday was when Eric Swalwell in the hallowed halls of Congress, the U.S. Capitol, that sacred temple to democracy, when he whined and screamed and very nearly cried because Republicans were posting cat memes.
What in the hell is this? The chairman tweets, "Protect our ducks and kittens in Ohio," because he goes down some crazy rabbit hole, completely debunked that aliens are eating pets? My God, are you okay, Mr. Chairman? Because last year, for a very long time, you tweeted and promoted Kanye West as he was calling for genocide against the Jews, and you kept it up. And now, when we have victims coming here, you're tweeting this nonsense. I don't know why you would do this. I hope you're okay. I don't know if the aliens who are eating your ducks are in the room with us right now, but Mr. Chairman, this is a serious issue. These people have loved ones who have been lost, and you tweeted this.
And the Oscar goes to, I don't think the Oscar goes to Eric Swalwell. Let me just try to make sense of how everything happened here. Democrats imported hundreds of thousands of unvetted people from a cannibal, failed state, then sent them to these little small towns where the people didn't really want this invasion of foreigners and didn't really know what to do with it. And now ducks are going missing at the public park. The Democrats bring in these hundreds of thousands of unvetted people from the failed cannibal state. Then Republicans make some cat memes. And then the Democrats scream and cry and whine and clutch their pearls and say this is the end of democracy. Do I have that right? Seems to me making some funny cat memes is a less grievous offense and poses a less serious threat to our democracy than bringing in hundreds of thousands. Now, by the way, I'm just talking about what the Biden-Harris administration has done, specifically with regard to the Haitian migrants. But of course, Biden and Harris have also brought in millions and millions and millions of other unvetted illegal aliens to invade our country and go to all these small towns where the people don't like it. Republicans, independents, Democrats too, don't really like it. New York City, the Democrat mayor of New York City, saying that illegal immigration, this mass, not even just illegal immigration, this mass migration is destroying New York City. It seems to me that's the greater threat. But no, are you crazy, Mr. Chairman? And now this is the story we're getting. The story we're getting is J.D. Vance and Trump. Now Trump mentioned the Haitians and the dogs and the cats and the ducks during the debate last night. And all these Republicans, Jim Jordan and the House Judiciary, they're passing off this fake news that the many, many tens of thousands at least, if not more, Haitians who have shown up to this town are eating animals that they shouldn't be eating. This is fake news. It's debunked. The fact checkers, just like David Muir and Lindsay Davis, all these super duper fact checkers who lie a lot of the time, but never mind that. They've proven that it's been debunked. And well, hold on. There's so much more to say. First, though, go to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. Let me ask you something. What if there were someone out there who kept a log of every single thing you did every minute of the day? That would be pretty creepy. What if I told you that's exactly what happens every time you go online? Your internet provider is allowed to store logs of every website you've ever visited and can legally sell these data to anyone. That is why I use ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your internet provider can't see or log what you do online. Now, you might be thinking, Michael, isn't that what a VPN is for? Well, you'd be right. Here's a catch. Many VPNs claim to have a no logs policy, yet they've been caught red-handed logging customer activity. ExpressVPN, it's not just talk. They use something called trusted server technology. They were the first major VPN provider to engineer all their servers to run in RAM. That is a great album by Paul McCartney after he left the Beatles. But it's also a really important way for ExpressVPN to make us all so confident in their no logs claim. They even had one of the biggest assurance firms, PricewaterhouseCoopers, audit their technology. Right now, go to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. That is expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. Get 3 months free on a 1-year package. Okay, I saw all those headlines about how thoroughly debunked all this is, but then I checked in with an actual Springfield, Ohio resident. Here's what he had to say.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them like.
Pretty crazy, huh? So who am I supposed to believe? The Washington liberal journalists who have never visited Springfield, Ohio, who would break out in hives if they ever had to walk into any normal town in America, up to and including Springfield, Ohio. Am I supposed to believe them, or am I supposed to believe people in Springfield, Ohio, who are just describing their lived experience? Isn't that what the libs are all about, the lived experience? Well, this guy's telling us his lived experience, and he's saying that the migrants who were foisted upon people in these small towns from a failed cannibal state are doing weird stuff when it comes to laws and dietary, gustatory behaviors and preferences. Seems like I'm more likely to believe that guy than some liberal hack journalist in Washington, D.C. But no, we're told if you raise any questions about the behaviors of these people, that you're a racist. Oh, is that guy a racist? If you're just listening to the show, perhaps you could hear it in his voice. He's not the whitest guy in the world. That's a black guy. He's supposed to be an anti-black racist? I know. Listen, I understand that the people who are like David Muir and Lindsay Davis and who lie for a living tell us that the story about the ducks and the other animals that the Haitians are eating is debunked and fake news and it's a hoax and it's a conspiracy. I don't know. What about that guy? That guy said it's real. And furthermore, what are we supposed to think about all this? I know the squishes and the establishment types and the really nice people even. Now forget about even like just the really nice Republicans. They're saying, why are Republicans talking about the Haitian migrants? And why are they using all these evocative images of dogs and cats and ducks? Why did Trump have to bring up those images last night at the debate? Because they're evocative. Because you can talk about mass migration like some boring professor. Well, you understand, there are several thousand illegal aliens every day who cross they have encounters with Border Patrol, and then they are given a court date, but they often don't show up to the court date, and they're caught and released sometimes into the country, and this leads to 11 million, 12 million, 13 million people who commit crimes at X rate, and they also use the welfare programs at the X%, and then they blah. Give me a break. I'm half asleep, and I'm the one speaking. Or you can say, yeah, a bunch of crazy Haitians are eating ducks in Ohio and eating people's cats and stuff, maybe. That's the question. One is using the language of poetry and myth even, and one is using the language of technocracy and models and statistics and sophistry and economics and calculation. And the former is more politically salient. They both convey true things, which is to say the social disorder brought about by mass migration. They're both conveying true things. They're just doing it in different ways. And it seems to me that the language of poetry, the language of myth, the language of pathos, the language of democratic politics, lowercase d, is the more effective language to use. And that's the language that Donald Trump succeeds in. That was a good clip. Now hold up, ring the bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel, and we will see you the next time you watch one of these videos.